All right, it's going. Ladies and gentlemen, Big
Woo.
Four Boys, episode number 40. Harrison Barnes, Udonis Haslam, Alec, you did the research before we started recording. Not many great players with number 40, but we'll list someone. What's Harrison Barnes doing? He was on the Warriors for a while. He's
Then he went to my Mavs, and then he went to the Kings. For some reason, this guy kept on getting $20 million a year contracts for like what 8 years straight. It doesn't make sense to me, but all right,
he makes more money than we do. It's insane.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But should we get into this NBA cloth talk? I know that you were not aware of the Gary Payton signing. That kind of brushed up your tits before we started recording.
No, I've been following all this stuff, but I really thought Gary Payton was going to re-sign with the Warriors, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I saw that a few times that he signed for 3 years, 28 mil, and I thought it was with the Warriors. I thought he was so important to that team.
Yeah, he was.
Uh, I think you guys got a steal, but I don't get what the Blazers are doing. What you guys got? Dame Lil, Anthony Simmons, Gary Payton. Are you guys gonna put like a three-guard lineup? Like,
Yeah, we're too guard heavy. They're gonna have to do a human centipede on the court. But I don't know. We got too many small guys. I think Kevin Durant will be in Portland too, though. So that'll, so we'll have a
dude,
decent team.
yeah.
Dude,
I
you know
saw
how
Dame posted that, right?
yeah. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oh, yeah. I think because we recorded last Friday and then Saturday he
He
posted
post.
a photo with KD, which, I mean, let's be honest, probably not going to happen, but he shot his shot. That's like the equivalent of some dude on Instagram just like photoshopping him with a supermodel and being like, hey, we'd be a great pair. We
You
could
know,
be a
you know,
couple.
who was the funniest post? Who was the funniest player who posted that? Was the Orlando Magic's first pick, Paolo, whatever Banchero. Did you see that? That he posted a pic
No.
with him and KD on Instagram, and then he's like, "This would be as if like, dude, this guy hasn't played one NBA game,
Yeah.
and yeah, KD's gonna come and play with you, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, get out."
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh man. But dude, I mentioned how so I talk about my aunt on here sometimes, how she is a big
Oh
Warriors
yeah, the
fan,
Warriors had.
and I always hold out on texting. She texted me this morning. She was like, "Hey, congrats, you guys got a good guy in Gary Payton." I still haven't texted her about them winning the championship, so I feel like this is her way of fucking with me a bit. Like just kind of just kind of a pity thing. She's like, "Hey, you guys got Gary Payton. Good job." It's annoying, but does it say something? I saw this on Twitter, but does it say something that Gary Payton chose Dame over Steph?
um, yeah,
Wow.
it does.
Yeah. He wants a better play. He wants to be with a better player.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, dude. Um, can we just talk about how crazy this free agency has been? Is this one of the crazier free agency periods, or is it just like,
Yeah, I mean,
is it every year like this?
Kyrie is going to go to the Lakers. It sounds like it's yeah,
I
everyone's
heard Kyrie and KD apparently are going to go to the Lakers. And would the Brooklyn Nets accept? Yeah, would the Brooklyn Nets accept AD, bunch of BS, bunch of first round picks? Who else did the Lakers have? AD and Russell Westbrook and a bunch of first round picks for Kyrie and KD. Would the Nets accept that?
hell no. Maybe I mean, fuck, I don't know. The Nets were supposed to be so dominant and on top of shit. There was a time where they had fucking Harden as well, and
And
now,
Harden, Kyrie,
and now
KD.
what are they just gonna go to rebuild mode with getting a ton of picks? Like what the fuck? If I was a
That's
Nets,
what happens when you resign. That's what happens when you resign what you call it, Kyrie, man. I mean, Kyrie is a deep. I heard the Mavs are trying to go after him too.
huh? Would you want that or no?
What I mean, I I'm kind of
There's only
like this is
one.
like
There's
it's
only one basketball, and you've
it's
got
like making a deal with the devil though, man. You know, Kyrie is just so talented, right? But the guy is
yeah,
the guy's unhinged, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's much vaccination concern in Dallas, so that's a pro for him. He wouldn't have to, bitch about
Yes, dude. I don't.
Ooh, COVID.
um, no, man, I've been sick for 3 weeks. You know
Same.
how it is.
Yeah, we're the
Um,
sick boys. I've not to make this about me. I'm sorry you're feeling sick.
nah, I'm good.
But I've just had like I feel fine. I've just had a fucking cough for so long where like randomly in the morning I'll just get a random coughing attack, or at night I'll be talking to someone, I'll be talking to my boyfriend, and then all of a sudden, I just start choking on his cock.
Hey, how is your boyfriend? And congratulations on finishing Pride Month. Was there a lot of parades you went to in the past 30
Yeah,
days?
yeah. I just, I love everything about Pride Month. I got so much glitter up my ass. Like other than that though, the parades were fun. So many naked men in the streets. It truly is a good time to be alive. And I'm surprised Drew didn't send me photos from LA.
I know Drew is like leading the West Hollywood parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Drew, this is our weekly bash on Jake segment.
Yeah. Oh, didn't he text us? He said he wanted to come defend himself. We'll have Jake on next week. We definitely should.
You think we could get a big shot like him?
Yeah, he might be busy with what did we say? He had a Russian girlfriend or like
I
a
don't know. I think he had a Ukrainian one, like, right?
or
He was
I
taking
don't know.
advantage.
I don't know the facts at all. We can have him come on. He could bring his girlfriend on the pod too, and she'll probably cry by the end of it if we keep going like this.
Well, Jake, if you're hearing us, man, you got an official invite,
Yeah,
and an unofficial invite, to come on the pod and defend yourself next week.
yeah.
So
Let's
take
make
it
it
as is.
happen. We'll do
Um,
it. All right, Brody. So NBA stuff. I mean, I think the Blazers probably front runners now in the
hey,
league.
can you tell me why? Yeah, of course. The Blazers are going to train Anthony. How do you pronounce his name?
Simons, Anthony
Why? By
Simons.
the way, why is he worth 4 years, 100 million?
He is definitely worth it. He's the next Dame.
Wait, why?
He's just incredibly
What
talented.
is he? What has he done?
Great scorer. He's behind Dame right now, and he was behind CJ. Like he was never the main guy.
Yeah,
But during those games, where it's like kind of garbage, whatever, he would average like 30 and
yeah.
he's hot.
By the way, it was 22 during the average games when his second best player was CJ Ellaby, and
Yeah.
well, they kept on losing games. So what did it matter if he was getting
What's he
20?
supposed to do?
He got 22 garbage time points, and he couldn't even win. Like they were gonna lose the game.
I mean, they got him for a steal. I'm surprised they didn't give him the super max.
You know, man, I saw that deal and I was like, okay, if these guys are paying Jalen, I mean, whatever, your guy 25 million a year, then Jalen Brunson, honestly, he's worth 25 million a year because at least the guy is contributing. And he was like, he won what, 2 playoff games without Luca?
Yeah.
I don't think your boy could win 2 playoff games. I don't think he could win a regular season game, let alone a playoff game.
Put Simons on that Mavs team. I don't think they lose a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, you think they make it in the finals?
Yeah, I don't think they lose a single game. That's yeah. So him and Brunson, I think Simons is he's a tier above Brunson, but that's okay. That's all right.
Anyways, folks, we're recording this on a Friday. This is July 1st. So NBA free agency did kick off yesterday. The Mavericks lost the Jalen Brunson sweepstakes. I mean, these guys, I don't know what, I don't know why they dropped the ball. I don't know what it was. Dude, Mark Cuban, is he cheap? Like, there's a whole thing on Mavericks Twitter going on that this guy's actually like bankrupt.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Do you
I
believe that?
haven't seen that, but I would totally believe it.
they're like, this guy is full of shit. He doesn't have any money to his name. He's just trading on his good name. He's over leveraged. He's not
Yeah.
paying any like. It's been like 12 years since he's like paid like had a luxury tax. This guy's a cheapskate. All this stuff, and it kind
Wow.
of adds up, man.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, they could have offered him anything they wanted, and they gave him a 5-year, $106 million deal. The Knicks gave him a 4-year, $104 million deal. Of course, he's going to take the Knicks for 4 years. It's $20 million more.
Yeah, and he gets to go have dollar slices, and
And his dad's a coach.
he gets to go to Hamilton. Yeah, exactly. He gets to live in the big pair, as they call it. Any other big news so far? KD going to the Blazers that'll happen. Uh,
Dude,
any other?
you could say it as much as you want. It ain't happening. KD is
He
actually
tweeted the photo. Like it's gotta happen.
he's actually set on Phoenix.
Yeah, didn't he say Phoenix or what was the other team? Miami.
Miami, yeah. So let me ask you, Phoenix did have to trade Devin Booker or DeAndre Ayton for him?
I mean, ideally you get rid of Aiton, but
But with the Nets would take what, Ayton and like Bridges and a bunch of first round picks for K. I feel like that would be kind of a fair deal, right? Or no?
yeah. I mean, getting rid of KD isn't fair for your team, regardless. That just sucks. Like,
But you're getting Ayton, the former first pick 4 years ago, and you're getting Bridges, defensive player, like number 2 in defensive player of the year. Both young guys, 25.
yeah,
It's not and they're both signed to like 5-year deals, so at least you have stability there. And then you get like a few first round picks, and the Phoenix Suns win because then they have CP3, D Book, KD.
yeah. That
I
team did
mean,
not lose a game.
I'm sorry, that team is not that good because CP3 he's on his last legs.
He is. Yeah, he just is doing commercials now. He's the Baker Mayfield of the NBA on his
I don't
last
know,
legs.
dude. I don't know if I don't know, man. I don't think KD should go to either team.
Stay with the Nets or go to the Lakers.
Team up with LeBron, man. That would be
That
pretty
would just be
epic.
insane.
And by the way, if you're Lakers, if the Nets said we'll do KD for AD plus whatever picks, would you do that if you're the Lakers? KD for AD?
Get rid of AD. He'll break a toenail and be out 8 months. Like he gotta switch it up. Go with someone else.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about. There was like a lot of supermax deals, right? That were signed. Did you see all those supermax deals that the Jokic 5-year 270,
Oh my God.
Booker
That.
4-year 220, John Morant 5-year 200? Did you see this one? I was kind of surprised they gave Zion the supermax 5-year 200.
I remember them talking about doing that. I mean, he's gonna buy so many Popeyes franchises. Like, what is he doing? What has he done to
Like
earn that?
the guy's played like what 85 games in 4 years, and he's getting a 5-year $200 million deal. It is outrageous, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it is out freaking outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, when you're the best player in the league, you get paid that type of money, though. So,
Who's the best player in the league?
Z-Man.
Fuck off.
Taking
Hey,
Big
what
Z
about
over anybody.
Bradley Beal for 5 years, 250 mil? I mean,
Did he sign with the Wizards again?
yeah, yeah.
What is he doing?
What do you mean? What is he doing? He's making 50 mil a year.
Yeah, but legacy, bro. He'll
What
never
does he? What does he care?
he'll never make it to the NBA 75 list or whatever the fuck it is.
What,
That's
the
true.
dude?
You get your money, but I feel like he's already a millionaire, maybe.
Yeah, he's a million. Yeah,
How much money does one man or woman need?
dude. If anything, Bradley Beal has the best setup. The guy's getting paid 50 mil a year. He doesn't have to play in the playoffs. He only has to work from late October to early April. And
Yeah.
this guy's getting paid 50 mil a year. It's a
And
great life.
if people want to storm the Capitol, he's right there. so it's a win-win location-wise.
But there was no storming of the Capitol, right?
That's true. It never happened. It's a hoax, folks. Dude, we're getting political thanks to me. Dude, where are you at with the whole abortion thing? I'm just kidding. We'll skip over this. Obviously, we're both pro-life. All right. Moving on. I'm just
True.
kidding. We're just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. He's just kidding, folks.
Dude, do you remember? I think it was like the second episode we ever did, and I'm gonna give the folks a behind the scenes here. There was a whole section about like Rachel Nichols getting fired, and I was like, she should have been fired. Fuck that. Like, she said something about black people, whatever, and then we just cut the whole thing because it was like way too dicey. But holy fuck, we've done some edgy shit. But we never.
When you say we, you mean you?
Yeah, I mean me and you turn your camera off. That's
Yeah.
it becomes a one-man show pretty quick.
becomes the big four boy real quick.
Dude, I love to picture a day where like I get a cool job or something and they're just like before hiring me, they just play the tape. They just clip together this podcast of all the fucking times I've said just horrible shit.
Dude, what are you talking about, Job? You're already a TikTok star. By the way, speaking of, how is, very important question, the Cameo biz, man?
See, this was a setup because I told you how it was off air. But our good listener Will, who I just followed back on the gram, homie Will, he suggested that I make a link tree. Where have you heard of this? It's like that link thing in your bio where it has like all the stuff. It has like
Yeah.
it has a link to everything.
Yeah. Wait, who said you should do this? Jamie?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Jamie. It was a fan of ours left a comment on the last pod.
An actual fan of ours?
Yeah, well, fan of mine, not you.
Oh, that sounds about right. Yeah, I was like,
we got fans of the pod. I'm still waiting for the day that someone comes up to me and is like, "Dude, are you from Big Four Boys?" What are the odds that ever happens? We'll get there. We'll get there. It's all a work in anal. But anyways, no update on the Cameo. I have not been hit up or in a while. It's been like a month now. But Will suggested I add that to a link tree so it's just right there in my bio. I see a ton of whores do this for like OnlyFans. They're like spicier stuff in my link tree. And then it's just like, a link to them putting beads up their ass. Dude, you good? Oh my, is that a smoker's cough?
yeah.
Marlboros or spirits?
All of them.
You double down. All right. Have you ever smoked? Well, let's get personal real quick.
No, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, man.
Dude, I've only smoked one. I didn't feel the effects, and now I do it every day. But no, just kidding.
Hey, you know what? You look like a smoker, man. You got a smoker's face.
Yeah, I think I do. I think it's like the shitty mustache. I really look like I fucking throw them.
You look like you're downing them, man.
I think you just mean I look dirty. I think that's code for. I just look like I reek of smoke and am unemployed. But dude,
Wait. Can I just say, I was on like someone's Instagram. Theo Pinson. Ever heard of Theo Pinson?
No.
Okay, he's an NBA player on the Mavericks. He's like the 15th guy on the team.
Okay.
He also has a Cameo, and I just thought, and apparently this guy who's making like $1 million a year or whatever, which is I think the minimum NBA contract is like 1.3 mil. Is on Cameo, and he's selling every text message for $7. So you can message him for $7
Whoa.
and get a response back.
How
and then
much
for every message,
per video?
I don't know. I was looking, but it didn't say that he did it. But I saw that he had done videos, but I guess he's not doing them now. I don't know.
How do you know the text is even from him? He
Yeah,
probably has like a
exactly. What?
manager do that shit. Why
Yeah,
would he pay for
yeah.
that? That's crazy.
And what? By the way, why? How many messages is this guy getting
Yeah.
to even justify a $7 cost?
Yeah, that's insane.
And the guy's getting paid 1.3 million, and he's what? He's trying to nickel and dime people for
Gotta
$7.
diversify. He needs those multiple streams.
How many messages is this guy getting that is justifying his $7 a
Seven
message?
dollars for a text. That's like fucking back in the day when when you didn't have any time minutes, or if you went over your limit, they
Yeah,
started charging you for texts. That's insane. But
dude,
dude,
imagine this poor kid gets his like parents' phone and like starts texting Theo Pinson, and like he charges $7.
yeah, they start dating, and so they're just getting
Theo Pinson has this whole scam going, trying to scam this kid out of
yeah.
$1,000.
Holy
Anyways,
fuck.
I,
Dude,
are you gonna be doing that, man?
what was that?
No,
Scamming
no, no, no.
people?
Go ahead. No,
I'm not gonna do
no,
tech.
no. Go
So
ahead.
I have two things, and this is fun. It's always fun when we talk about the personal shit. Um, I don't know if I've told this on the pod, but I used to work for a credit union when I was in college. I interned at this community credit union. A lot of cum in my throat. Um, and I used to work at this credit union, and like there was a fraud department that was right next to me, and there was this fat lady Melinda who would take calls and be like, "Sir, you have an insane amount of usage on your credit card. What is happening, with your activity?" And he would be like, "Oh, my wife is, buying things," and she would ask weird shit. She'd be like, "Sir, have you ever met your wife?" And he's like, no, she lives in Nigeria, like just getting scammed by these fucking like princesses. And I got to hear all of this. And she's like, sir, your wife isn't real. You're, getting taken advantage of and paying all this money. And I was like, what the fuck? People just fall for this shit on the internet. So I think Theo is probably doing that with these texts. He's probably
He
making
has
like,
a Nigerian guy texting them.
well, he's just a basketball player, but I think he's convincing these kids to fall in love with him, so they'll keep texting, and he gets
Yeah,
that $7.
yeah. I mean, I mean, so what is like? What's the most he could make? Let's say a kid texts him like what, 100 texts a day, a
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
$700 a
700,
week.
700. Good
So,
dough.
so this young man who's making 1.3 mil per year,
Gets a little petty cash on the side.
is, by the way, does he have anyone who it's worth their time to write a text for $7? I mean, I don't even know if it is.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I get where he's coming from, though. Got to pay for gas and other stuff. He doesn't want that coming out of his salary. He's got.
Yeah, let's check his hourly. What's
By the
1.3?
way, $700 a week. That's like PwC numbers.
That's more than PwC. So his hourly, if he worked 40-hour weeks, which he doesn't, he works like maybe like 4 hours or 3 hours a day max, is $625 an hour.
Not
So
bad.
if he could if he could trick one kid, he could potentially make what he makes an hour in the
Yeah,
whole week.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, he has a good business model going for him.
Might as well. Get
Yeah,
that cash where you can. Um,
Theo freaking Pinson.
yeah, I know we're all over the anal here, but one other thing when I brought up smoking, so I have this friend who's addicted to Juuls. He's addicted to Juuling. Did you see that? This is a legal thing that we can talk about. We won't talk about abortion, but they outlawed Juuls. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I don't know when it comes into effect, but I was with my friend last Friday and he bought like 3 packs because he goes, I gotta buy these while they're still legal.
I think it's effective July 1st, right? Or no?
Really? Oh, I didn't know it was that soon. But
Well, let's
he's
see. I don't
he's
know.
a fiend.
Juul ban effective date. Currently marketed must be removed from the U.S. market. He was so until July 12th.
Wow, so that is soon.
So you got to buy some, man.
Yeah, I've actually never Juuled, which is a fun way of
Really?
saying that's a fun way of calling yourself a virgin, I think. If you
Yeah,
haven't
I've
Juuled,
never jeweled either.
if you haven't Juuled, you haven't nutted.
Should we buy jewels and start selling them in the secondary market?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
feel like Theo Pinson would get into that idea. I feel like you can
Yeah,
make the whole like $20 per pack. I mean, that would really add to
no,
his
he'd stick with $7, $7 a
yeah,
pack.
$7 per pack. He really has something going.
That's the
For the
number he's
$7.
going with. Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can use his texting business to market it. He could be like, "Hey,
Oh, dude,
interested in Juul?"
there you go. He gets $14. He gets $7 per message, and then $7 per packet. Look at this. This guy just doubled whatever income he was making.
Yeah, he's making $1,000 a week or whatever.
Yeah. With that. Yeah,
Oh,
Theo Pinson, good for that guy.
yeah. Holy fuck. All right, bro.
Okay.
Do you have any other shit? I mean, you're at work right now. Is that going well? You can feel free to trash your, coworkers if you're around them.
Yeah. I'm kidding. No, right now I'm in the conference room. Um, just in a private space.
What would you do if like you were just in this conference room, some boss walks in and he just overhears me and I'm like, "Oh yeah, black people."
if that happens, if that happens, I just walk out of the building and just leave. That's it. I'm done. I'm not even giving him the chance to fire me. I'm leaving with my
You just get
head.
up. He's like, "What was that?" And you just fucking walk out. You're like, "Leave the computer, leave everything, drive
I'm
home."
done. Yeah,
Oh
man.
my god,
At that point, that's the best thing to do.
dude! I heard.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
thankfully, my boss isn't in today.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
No one's in today. Apparently, it's like the Friday before 4th of July, so really, it's completely empty.
What made you choose to drive down there?
You mean to go to work?
Yeah. Like, could you work
I
from
don't know.
home or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you in?
Yeah.
Shimon.
Yeah, there's like no one here, which is cool. Yesterday, so I will share this. Yesterday we had like 20 people here for
Whoa.
meetings, and it was chill. It felt like normal life again. It felt like I was in a PwC audit room. I had a little PTSD. We got lunch ordered. They fucked up some of the lunch. That was a throwback to busy
Whoa,
season.
those cheapskates got you guys lunch? What's the special occasion, man? Did someone die?
Yeah, no, 3 people in our company got a lead poisoning and died, and so
Oh, congrats. You guys
so
got a free lunch out of it.
$8 lunch. Yeah. Uh,
Damn. Pound it. Cha-ching.
yeah, fist me. Yeah,
No, how would it happen?
oh, no one died, but we just had a couple meetings and they fucked up the lunch orders, and I got PTSD from busy season. Where I was just like, God, I remember fucking DoorDash used to fuck this up all the time. And then, you got senior managers. We covered this in maybe episode 3 or something when you're the intern and you got to look out for the food orders.
When's the last time we talked about anything
I was
accounting
going to say,
related? By the way, like episode
used to
6.
I know Garrett is tuned out months ago. This used to be an accounting pod, but we ran out of shit to talk about. Let's be honest. And it's not interesting.
I don't even know if we ran out of it. It's just we didn't want to talk about it, man. I mean, why would we?
You know who I texted? I told you about this. Maybe I told you.
Jimothy.
Yeah, Jimothy. We should have
You
had.
always say this, you piece of shit. You always texted Jimothy, and then Jimothy never comes on, man.
Well, I haven't tried. I haven't fucking. I think I brought it up once. I haven't tried to text him in months. And like, all right, you trash me. I'm gonna listen to you, you fuck. the TikTok dude. Will he
Oh,
ever
shit.
come on?
Dude, he's actually down. But the thing is, we have such a hard time coordinating our own time. What am I going to tell him?
Yeah, 10 a.m. on a Friday, he'll just be like, I gotta fucking work. Yeah, we would probably have to do a weekend with that guy.
Yeah. I mean, I was texting him. He's like, we gotta hang. But that guy is like, he's traveling everywhere. He's like one of those camper dudes, you know. He'll go to the desert and camp. You know, it's just not me. But he'll do that. You know, these hipsters, man. It's a
Yeah,
hipster thing.
so he is gay. All right, yeah, we'll fucking we'll talk to him at some point. And he's in charge of the content shit. Like I need to yell at him for the algorithm. That's like
He's not in charge of the content. I never said he was in charge. I said
doesn't he made the app, right?
yeah. He's the CEO of the company, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna start yelling at him for stuff he has no control over. I'll be like, why
like,
does the creator fund pay more? And he's just like, I don't know.
Oh, dude, if you do that, I have to bring him on. You'd be like, where's my blue check mark?
Yeah, get me fucking verified. Dude, I'm all over the fucking anal. What else did we have anything else? We talked about something right before. Oh, guests, Jimothy.
Drew, you know what? Honestly, before any of these guys, we need a Drew.
Yeah,
Drew
that's
time,
right. We need Will and all the loyal listeners to be able to fall asleep. So it makes sense to have Drew.
We need his perspective on the accounting world. You know, what his perspective be?
He'll have bold takes. You know, he'll have a lot of aggressive stuff. No bullshit though. He might actually say something now that he's not with PwC.
Doubt it.
Maybe he'll trash someone. I don't know.
Doubtful, man. I'm doubting that.
I haven't rewatched that episode in a long time, but it was so funny. Like we were both trying to egg him on. I was like, "Hey, man, any specific coworkers you hate working with?" And he just obviously no one's gonna answer that, but the way that he just was dodging shit was so funny.
Dude, he was literally like a politician, and at that time, he was actually looking like he was interviewing for his new job, his current job, right?
Yeah.
Because not long after that, he got his new job. So
yeah,
maybe it was because of that interview. PwC was like, "Oh, this guy's too much of a politician. You know, he's bullshitting. He can't even give it an honest answer."
He's in client meetings. He's like, we would like that audit support, please, but maybe if you could give us that. If not, then that's chill. He would call it chill, probably. But yeah, we could have him on and take a break, take a nap. We got a good set of guests, folks.
We're gonna get Jake next week. We're gonna get Drew potentially. We're gonna get the TikTok guy Austin, not to be confused with Dallas or Houston. We're gonna get Jimothy maybe in a year, probably not.
I mean, I haven't texted the queer in a long time, but we'll talk to him.
We'll just talk about texting him, and then we'll never get him.
Let me just look right now while we got the fans. You know, and
let's keep Garrett waiting.
Half of them don't even know who this is.
Jimothy?
What's his name again? Oh, James. I couldn't even remember his first name. This was back in February. I was like, yeah, man, come on the pod. So holy shit, it has been a long time. He just texted me out of the blue because I think he saw one of my videos, and then I was like, come on the podcast, and he had not made that happen.
Hey, by the way, Jake, I know you're getting paid $1 million a year, but what time works for you for your job? Does Friday 9 a.m. work, or is it Thursday night, Saturday? And you know, whatever your company is paying you for the hour, I'm sure you know, Alex and the Big Four boy, aka him, could cover it. So just bill it straight to him.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll make it happen, Captain. Alec, I got nothing else. I know you got that call in 5 minutes.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Yeah.
This was the Udonis Haslam episode, the Harrison Barnes, Sean Kemp. We appreciate all of you so much for tuning in and listening to Big Four Boys, episode 40. Thank you all. Bye-bye.